Mm. Thank you for the thumbs down. I love you for that. Mwah. Give you a nice big kissy, shall we? Instead of you. But hey, I can hide you. I can hide the thumbs down. So, cup of tea time. I'm beginning to drink tea a bit more. I had one earlier, but I only had half because I had to go out and get a little bit of shopping. But hey, I thought I'd do a little stream before I hit the sack tonight. Just been reading the information from the Sun regarding the lockdown. I tell you, this government just does not know what the fuck they are doing, man. The lockdown is extended for 3 weeks, right? Yeah, right. They still want us to stay home, but they're giving us a bit of a leeway. How can we be locked down and having to stay at home if they're giving a leeway of allowing us to go out and have a picnic? Yeah. We can actually go out and have a picnic now. I wonder if the picnic also includes barbecue. Now, they do state only families only. You know, you can't really go and knock on your friend's door and say, hey, come have a picnic with us. But how do they know if that friend isn't part of the family? Now, what if it's like a brother-in-law, sister-in-law, aunt or uncle? You know, it's what I don't understand, man. I'm just thinking, like, hey, hang on a minute. What the fuck is going on here? They are now saying we can go and have a picnic, yeah? And the better thing, the best thing's coming. The best thing is to come yet, all right? So, Boris, all right, is going on about, you know, we need to still protect the NHS and save lives, all right? Well, to be honest, yeah, no, I won't say what I was going to say because that might get me in a little bit of a pickle. But look, you know, I think this is just getting ridiculous, to be honest, yeah. No, we always have viruses every single year. You know, last year, over so many thousand people died from the common flu. All right, this may seem a bit worse than normal, but it's still a fucking virus. It's still a flu kind of thing. Yeah, people are going to die over it, you know. Why have they decided to go to the so extreme that they have to lock down the country? You know, not just our country, but all the governments in other countries here. They've locked down. They're saying that, you know, they're trying to protect people by not letting them go out, so the virus will pass by and, you know, hopefully save 100 or a few 100,000 people's lives, right? Yeah. They say at the moment it seems like it's no, we've lost as many people this year with this virus than they did in one of the wars in the past year, right? No, I can't remember if it's the Vietnam War or, like, you know, Second World War, whatever. But the thing being, right, is the way I see it, you know, we're going to have viruses all the time. Every year, a new virus is going to come out. Are they going to do this every fucking year? Lockdown every year because a new virus comes out? Look what it's done to not just our country, but, you know, the American, United States, America, possibly France, Spain, you know, Italy. Recessions. They shut down so many fucking businesses. You know, over 2 million people have lost their jobs because the government wants them to have a lockdown. They're saying, like, you know, oh, like, you know, don't worry, you know, we'll pay you wage, you know, we'll pay you extra income for this and that or whatever, yeah. They're not because, you know, as I said, I don't really want to be going on about this, but it fucking makes me laugh. It really does. It makes me fucking laugh. Like, you know, they're supposed to be giving people up to 80% of their wages, right? And that was going to continue for at least 6 to 12 months. The other day, I'll get a notification saying, oh, the government is now classing it as 60% of their wages. So they've not kept their promise on that year, for one. And two, they're the ones who's making the country go into recession. They reckon, with Bush, for instance, no, not Bush, Trump. He's going, wait till next year, we're going to have a really great, comeback. How does he know? Is he like some psychic who can foretell the fucking future? Recession could last for fucking weeks, months, even years before, the economy gets back to the way it used to be. Now, the government says one thing and then changes their mind the next thing. The other day, right, I was going to do a stream, but I could be asked, right? Another fuckhead in the government, right, who's been on TV telling people that they got to stay home and not have people around or go around people's homes, because it could lead to passing on the virus to other people. But what happened? Another person in the government allowed his girlfriend to go and visit him. And he was caught out and he resigned. So what is the point of having people in the parliament, in the government, telling us to do one thing and they're actually doing the reverse themselves? It ain't right, is it really? It's not fucking fair. No, they think that they can get away with it and, do what they want to do. But if we do something, we can be arrested and fucking fined. Can you see anyone in the government, doing the opposite and, getting arrested and paying for it? They got plenty of money in the government, Hang on a minute. Excuse me, officer. I work for number 10. Oh, I'm sorry, Minister. Carry on doing what you're doing. Carry on doing what you're doing. That's how I see it, So anyway, I'm reading through The Sun. We all know The Sun bullshit. So there's The Independent and The Mirror and The Times and everything else. But I do like to keep a little bit of an eye on. They're stating that Scotland and Wales are also going to be addressing the pandemic and the lockdown. And, their rules are slightly different to what the British rules are going to be. People have gone out in Tottenham and they've just been chilling there, sitting down, and the police have been having words with the public telling them to fuck off home. Well, is that now going to make the police lower their judgment on, seeing people and actually going up and talking to them? Because it says here, although the lockdown is supposed to be in effect for another 3 weeks, all right, but they have lightened up a little bit. They're saying that you can go out and have a picnic. Best thing is exercise, unlimited exercise now, not here 1 hour, unlimited. So you can go out for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day. And if you get stopped by the authorities, all you got to do is turn around and say, sorry, officer, I'm doing my daily exercise. And I can't do fuck all. Well, I shouldn't be able to do fuck all because it's there in the news. Just say, look, hang on. I read the news the other day in The Sun, and the government said unlimited exercise. So you can't tell me I can only be out for an hour when it's unlimited. So I suppose that's good that you can go out and exercise on an unlimited amount of time. But it's not really helping the businesses, really, is it? I know that they could say something about some of the shops can reopen, like cafes. A lot of the cafes I've seen have been open and they've just been doing takeaway. They're not actually been allowing people to go in and sit down and have a meal. I went around the shop today and I was surprised to see my kebab shop back open. I said to him, hey, hang on a minute. I said, I thought you was closed down. He goes, no, it's only closed for a week. I said, oh, I think it was longer than that because I come in there a couple of times. He goes, no, it's been a week we was closed. So, oh, all right, fair enough. So, I was glad to see that those back open. What else is there? This is like the Scottish thing that's going on. we pay for your stories. Do you have stories for the Sun Online news team? Email or call. So if you got a story, the Sun is willing to pay you for your story. So if you get stopped by the police and they arrest you or like issue a fine while you're out exercising, you could ring up the Sun and make a little bit of money out of you, I suppose. What is it? Happy Monday. Lockdown rules can be eased on Monday as stay at home. Hang on a minute. Stay at home. Message to ditch as lockdown measures could be eased on Monday, Boris Johnson says. Well, I've not read or seen the actual Boris Johnson video, but it says Britain's stay-at-home message is set to be ditched in days as Johnson prepares to ease lockdown measures on Monday. Well, isn't it funny that it's also in the same paper that lockdown is actually been put on another 3 weeks. So how can they be easing lockdown if they've extended another 3 weeks? Just think of all the businesses that are closed down and, people can't go back to work until the lockdown's finished. They reckon that, they are going to be easing the workload where if businesses can actually guarantee that their staff is going to get PPE and they can do a 2-meter social distancing, then a lot more companies can actually reopen up. But only certain companies. I think they were saying hairdressers, you can, in America, hairdressers can reopen, but they got to wear face masks and gloves. And the worst thing is they're not allowed to have newspapers or magazines or articles because they think that the virus can spread through, newspapers. Well, not long ago, I remember reading an article where the government states that, if someone has the disease, right, the virus, and they pick up a paper and then they put the paper down, that virus is dead within 3 minutes. So how can a virus that's been spread on a newspaper survive for longer than 3 minutes and get passed on to another living human being, unless it's picked up within a minute or two? There's someone actually picking it up and reading and putting it down. The PM will address the nation on Sunday with a roadmap for how to tweak the current lockdown measures, some of which may come into effect the very next day. Now, another thing that pisses me off, they saying about our social distancing, we're not supposed to be, more than 2 meters, next to the other person. I know the shopping centres are trying to do their best by, doing social distancing. You go to the supermarket, there's a massive queue, and you're practically about 2 meters away from each other in the queue. But when you get in, you've got people standing practically next to you. So, the supermarkets, I suppose, are trying to do their best, but they can't really control what's going on inside the supermarket unless you've got 20 security officers in this, and saying, hey, excuse me, you can't be standing next to that person, can you move, a couple of meters away from each other? Some supermarkets are supposed to be having apparently a one-way system. And that's going to work, I don't know. But yeah, how can this really be helping, all these businesses when they're actually extending lockdown? I just don't understand it, man. I really don't. Here, the Mail on Sunday, Harry Cole reports today that Public Health England is ordering all stay-home messages to be taken down by Saturday night. It's futile speculation that the public will get a new message from the PM on Sunday. So all those, just think of all the money the government has spent out on advertising, right? Stay at home, keep the NHS safe and, not pass on the coronavirus. You get, I wouldn't like to see how many advertisements I've seen out on the street and on TV. Probably millions, even billions of dollars, pounds, yen, or whatever, it's been spent on advertising, yeah. And now they say, certain advertisements got to be taken down now. All that money they spent on that advertising could have gone on different charities, like, homeless people, what's it called? The children's charities and all that, people that need money, the charities that need money to look after people, all that advertising cost could have gone on that. It's all wasted because now they've got to take it all down. A leaked message said, please ensure that all stay-home messages is removed from websites, social media, and any other available channels. So even on TV, they got to take all those adverts off now. So, how much does it cost to make one advert about the coronavirus? Thousands of pounds. And all those thousands of pounds could have gone to charity. What else? It comes to the Sun, revealed last night that Boris is set to tell the nation they can exercise as much as they want and enjoy picnics from Monday. Cafes could reopen and outdoor spaces soon after. In an easing of lockdown restrictions, park picnics may also be on again as long as the people stay 2 meters apart. So you go for a picnic, you put your food on the ground, and you've got to be 2 meters away from each other. Now, if someone's going to lean over and get a sausage on a stick or a piece of cheese or a sandwich, the other person on the other side can't actually reach over and get something at the same time as the other person. They've got to wait their turn until the first person's got what they want and moved away from for 2 meters before the other person can come forward and pick what they want and move back. What a load of bollocks, man. Oh dear, I don't know. What else is there? A Downing Street spokesman declined to comment on the slogan, saying Number 10 did not speak for Public Health England. Ditching the stay-at-home message will be a major milestone in Britain fight against the killer disease, breaking the slogan of the past 6 weeks. Messages written on the PM Twitter account in the last few days appear to be using the phrase stay home less and stay safe more. Boris Johnson will on Sunday lay out how he hopes to get Britain back to work and schools once again opening, giving hope to millions of people that they could see restrictions lifted. Well, how can restrictions be lifted if they extend in the lockdown for another 3 weeks? Even another article I saw, they're saying about opening the schools, especially the nurseries and, like the infant schools, junior schools, high schools and stuff like that, yeah. Head teachers are concerned that, the virus can be brought back into the school. And even the school headmistresses, or headmasters don't even want the schools to reopen yet, although that the government's told them to open them. And he admitted today that some tweets may come into effect on Monday, though no huge plans are on the cards. Addressing MP and the nation this lunchtime, he confirmed he would give a speech on Sunday. Boris set a new target of reaching the capacity of 200,000 tests a day by the end of the month. They ain't done a fucking 1,000 tests. Because I've been watching, Piers, who's on, I think, Good Morning Britain. Oh, he's been having a right go at the fucking company has. Well, where's these thousands of tests per day? Oh no, we said we're trying to get 100,000 by the end of April. They never done it. So how are they going to get 200,000 tests done if they can't do 100,000 tests within a month? MP said yesterday, questioned why he is not going straight to the Commons to tell them first. Boris replied, the reason for that is very simple. We have to be sure that the data is going to support our ability to do this. It's all down to data, isn't it? And a lot of even some of the other countries are saying, all these deaths, which are supposed to be from the coronavirus, don't tally up. A lot of these could just be from normal natural causes, heart cancer, heart disease, cancer, heart attack, people taking their life, suicides or accidents, and all that kind of stuff, I bet a lot of that's been added on to make, the public fearful. But I said it would be helpful if people have an idea of what's coming the following day in his Sunday address, but stressed that he wanted the most up-to-date information before changing anything. It's all to do with data, though, isn't it? He wants data for this, they want data for that, they want data for this, they want data for that. Boris introduced the nationwide lockdown on March 23rd, offering everyone to stay inside and only go outside for 4 reasons. It's expected that ministers will get advice from the government scientific committee SAGE on the options for easing some measures, but most of the lockdown rules are set to stay in place for another 3 weeks. They were saying something about, they're going on about, the vaccine. Like, 1 minute they say that there ain't going to be a vaccine for a year. Another scientific group says, well, we believe that we might have a vaccine by the end of May. Another one said that they might have one by the end of June. And now they're saying that there ain't going to be no vaccines until next year again. Bullshit. He said we'll be setting out comprehensive plans next week to explain how we get our economy moving, how we can get our children back to school, back into childcare, and how we can travel to work and make it safe in the workspace. This is just bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. I was concerned about, them taking. Well, they've already taken a lot of our, freedom away by locking us down and, making us stay home. And if we was to go out and get caught, we'd be fined and all this shit, All right. But I was even getting worried about, the freedom of speech. They actually did make us feel like we was our own prisoners, don't they, really? If you think about it. Being locked up in your own home. You go out and get caught, you get a fine. Or you may end up in prison if you ain't got enough, you ain't got a good excuse for being out. No, there was someone saying that the other day, right, they went out to go shopping and the police stopped them and they had to prove that they was going to go shopping. Well, yeah, if you come with me, I'll show you what I'm going to buy. They even try to stop people buying things that wasn't essential to them. No. Now, if they want people locked in, then why can't they let them go out and buy some essential stuff like, gardening tools, like fencing, decorating equipment, kitchen stuff, all that would, all right, it means going out and buying it, yeah, but depending on what they're going to be doing in their own household, that could take 2 or 3 days, and that person doing those chores, those like projects, would be in their own home, and they wouldn't need to go out again, would they? But the government didn't want people doing that. Now they're saying it's okay. Mo, Will, haven't stayed home yet? Yeah, I have. I've been home. I was home. When was I was home yesterday? No, I was out yesterday. I've been home all day apart from going to the shop. 5 minutes. When was the other day? If you look on the videos, right, my videos, you'll see the only days I've been out is when I've been out to my bushcraft, and 1 day for going out shopping. 5 days out of 7 I've been in. So yeah, that is like being in prison to me. That means I've been in prison for 5 days out of 7. Right, hello, Angela, observator, Michael, the official Cammy. No seeing you before. Leslie, having a moan at me as usual. Angela, Sacramento. Ian, I think, was there. Padfa. Bill, I'm sorry that you're in 7 out of 7. Surely you must have someone who can take you out. You must have like a healthcare worker that can come in and help you out. If you haven't, then you should be getting on fucking NHS and getting someone in there to fucking get you out, girl. So I fucking would. I'll tell you that for one thing. No, they shouldn't be making people stay indoors anyway. Boris and fucking all the other idiots in the government ain't locked down, are they? Because they still keep going out and doing what they need to do. Go to Number 10 or Parliament or down the street or whatever. They still go out, don't they? There's a clip I saw the other day where, who is it? Yeah, Boris Johnson. I don't know how old the picture was, but him and his wife had about 20 people all surrounding him. There weren't a 2 meter distance there. That's all fucking like half a foot away from each other. And I don't know if that's because they're celebrating the birth of his son, but fuck me, man. That isn't social gathering, is it? Social distancing, I mean. I'm not following it all the time. I'm just saying, I'm only doing a video to, have a chat about stuff, yeah. Because, some of you might agree with me, some of you might not agree with me, it's your own opinion, if you want to agree with me or not. I'm just saying, what I've seen in case you haven't seen it yourself. And I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think with the government. It's all total bollocks. Some people say, well, if we didn't have a government, the whole, the United Kingdom would collapse, wouldn't it? Well, it depends who you have in the government, isn't it, really? You've got someone who's like, someone like Churchill who cared for the country, you know. I'm not saying, you know, Johnson doesn't care, but, you know, a lot of the governments are just going to ask, you know, back to front, you know, kind of thing. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, they're the ones who's actually causing, you know, the economy to fucking collapse, you know, to have like another recession. We didn't need to have a recession, but it's happened, didn't it? You know, all that to do was like say, look, you know, we're not going to shut down any businesses, but you know, just be careful. You know, social distancing, get PPE, and you know, we don't see 2.5 million people out of work. You know, you know, you know, I think there's something on the paper I read the other day, like some of the other countries didn't want to like have a proper lockdown because they knew it's going to have a bad hit on the economical situation, and like, you know, they didn't want to see a recession, so they done like a limited lockdown. You know, they still allow businesses to run, and like, you know, people to still go out, but they just said, look, you know, you're going to go out, try not to go out, you know, unless it's necessary to go out. You know, go and just do your shopping, and then, you know, get back home and stay in, you know, as long as you can. And if you do go out, you know, wear face masks and gloves and stuff like that. Now, you know, not long ago, the government saying, oh, everyone's need to wear face masks, you know, face mask, face mask, face mask. Now they ain't got enough PPE for NHS. Now they're trying to say, well, you don't need a face mask. The only people who need a face mask is the ones who have, you know, possibly has had the virus or thinks got the virus. You know, if you ain't got the virus and if you've not had the virus and you know you ain't going to get the virus, don't wear a mask, because that mask can be used for the NHS. So, you know, the government's just like saying one thing and changing the next, and people are pissed off and sick and tired of listening to all this shit. Now, you know, I don't give a fuck if you want to sit here and listen to the bullshit, which it is, coming out of my mouth from what I'm reading on the newspapers, because we all know newspapers lie through their teeth anyway. You know, if you don't get a story, the newspaper ain't going to make money, are they? You know, and if papers do, you know, put a scare factor on it as well, they tend to doctor the numbers as well. Like, you know, let's say like the government says, well, okay, 20,000 people have died from the coronavirus. Oh, hang on, the big boss up on the old high bench in one of the big newspapers, like the Times or the Sun or the Mirror. Oh, right, he said 20,000. Stick another 3,000 on. Yeah. That'd get the public thinking. Yeah. So we all know the newspapers lie. We all know that the government lies. And to be honest with you, if you want to you know, if you really want to believe the lying bullshit, then that's up to you. You know, I'm only just reading some of the lies and bullshit that's coming out of their goddamn fucking mouths. And if you want to listen to it, it's up to you. You don't. You know, the main reason I come on here is just to like give you my opinions and what my thoughts are about it, and to let you come on and have a chat with each other. So you don't have to sit here and listen. You know, you can turn the fucking volume down so you don't hear my voice. You know, I'm okay with that. If you just want to sit and chat to the other people, do it. I don't give a fuck. You know, I say it's my freedom of speech. You know, my right to talk about things. You know, what are they going to do? Come busting my door and say, "Oh, you've been talking shit about the government. You're going to be arrested." Fuck, are they going to do that? There's more people out there that's said worse things to the government than I fucking have. And, you know, they do lie. They scare the public to that extent that the public don't even want to, you know, there's a good majority of public that don't even want to come out of the lookout now because they're too scared to go out and thinking that they might get the virus. And that's been said widely on the news. Oh dear. I watched a couple of movies just now. I watched I can't remember what it was called. One was fucking hell, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Last Line, I think it is, where that fucking convict is trying to escape and get across to Mexico, and Schwarzenegger with his little team of sheriffs try stopping him. And then I watched another movie before then, which I can't remember what it was. But I thought I'd just come on here, and have a chat, and hello, Scott. What was well said? We all know they fucking lie. No one can turn around and say that they don't lie. Everyone on the planet lies at some time, and it's just a little white lie. Oh, I rang you today. Where was you? I was in the bathroom. Oh, okay. I was having sex with my ex-wife or something, or it was down the shop, doing something else, or they were working on the car, or doing some other kind of shit. Everyone fucking lies. But the biggest liars out there is the fucking government and the newspapers. I know, if we didn't have a government, the whole country, the whole world would probably collapse. But, no, I suppose we do need a government. Do we need newspapers? Well, of course we do. We need papers to, share out the news, I suppose. But why they lie about certain things in the news? It's because they make money. They make money out of people. Charging up my batteries, my camera. I was thinking going out tomorrow actually, but I need to go out and buy a new axe. I've got an axe here, but I need one indoors in case of the fucking zombie apocalypse occurs from the coronavirus. Nah, seriously, I need one because I chop wood up indoors, well, not indoors, but outside. If I'm passing through a skip and I see some hefty bits of wood, I can bring it home and chop up firewood for when I go bushcrafting. My axe that I have got up there broke on me the other day, wooden handle, so I need to go and buy a new axe. I did get a smaller one off eBay, which is mainly for just small bits of firewood. That was going to go back because I ordered a black one with a spike at the back, and the reason I wanted the spike at the back was digging little holes in the wood. And I emailed him and said, right, you sent me the wrong one. I want the one I ordered. And he said, well, sorry, we didn't send you that one because it's too flimsy. Broke quite easily. So we upgraded you for a different one. So this one will just be for chopping down and, just cutting up small branches. I've got to go and buy another axe. I'm not going to get it off Amazon or eBay. I'll go up to Home Base tomorrow and get one. They've got a nice one up there for about 12 quid. Fiberglass handle. So I'll probably go and get one of those. And that one's for actually cutting, bigger branches down, trees and stuff like that. I only cut down dead trees, by the way, which I've got permission by my landowner. But this one I'd use for just making little stakes and just trimming down smaller branches and cutting up branches for firewood. This was only £8, I think it was. I don't like the handle on it though, to be honest with you. So that means I can go out a lot longer now. I know they're still saying, stay home, stay safe, social distancing. Well, they're lowering the social distancing so you can go out, for unlimited time now. I could go out for 2 or 3 times a week now, which is good. you know, because we're not having to. I don't know what it's like over where you are, but we ain't having to pay bus fares at the moment, which is good, saving me money. So, you know, I could go out 2, 3, 4 times a week now, as long as I keep social distancing. And I always do carry a mask with me. I actually was having a little dig around, found some more masks. Found another 4 brand new masks, which I bought over a year ago when I was doing my little woodworking. Because I was using a saw and I didn't want the dust blowing up in your face and up in my nostrils and in your eye. So I've got 4 more of those. Well, actually, I've got another one here. It's actually really dirty. So I'm going to put that in a bowl of water, warm water, and wash that off. And I've got another one in my jacket. 2 clean ones in my jacket, actually. And I'm also going to get some more gloves as well. So I need some, decent. The gloves I've been using to make that mud, hay, cement kind of stuff, for me walls on my building. The mud's getting through the gloves, and it's like, ugh. Every time I take them off, I've got to like stand there washing my hands for about 4 minutes, get all the mud off. So I've got to go and get some marigolds probably. I think I've got some in the drawer. But I need some more anyway, marigold gloves. And that way the mud won't get through them. I wish I had fucking money. Don't forget, the government's giving us an extra £80 per month. Wow, fucking we. But it helps me out. I suppose. I can't really moan at £80 per month. At least I can actually go out and buy a fucking brand new X. No, should be saving it, to be honest with you, for a new washing machine. But even if I had the money for a washing machine, I wouldn't be able to get it. Because they're not delivering and they're not recycling the old ones. No, I could get the money buying your washing machine, and like my sister said, well, if you get the money, why don't you just like unplug the old one and plug the new one in? I said to the person, they said, I wouldn't know what fucking pipe goes to what fucking thing on the water mains anyway, for one. And 2, I need the old one taken away. And at the moment, my washing machine is half filled with water because for some reason it just keeps leaking water in the drum inside the washing machine. It does it quite a lot, and sometimes I have to actually turn the washing machine on and do a spin dry, let all the water get out before I can put my clothes in. And once I start washing my clothes, there's a good chance that the fucking washing machine starts smoking again. So I definitely need a new washing machine. Just that, and if I had the money tomorrow, I still wouldn't be able to get one because like all the shopping centres like Argos, which are closed down now. Apparently, Argos has closed all the stores down, but you can still buy stuff online. I spoke to their online help and I said, sorry, but we're not doing deliveries and we're not doing recycling. We might do the delivery, but recycling we can't do. The installation we can't do. But the delivery we can do. Then with who is it? The other one, the one that partnered up with PC World. I spoke to them and they said, well, we can deliver, but we can't install and we can't recycle as well. So everyone that I've spoken to that sells washing machines, they'll only deliver it. They won't actually fit it and they won't recycle it. So until the until this lockdown is completely over and done with, and hopefully, things get back to the way it used to be, I ain't gonna have a washing machine, a proper working one. No, if I knew a neighbour that could do it, I could ask my neighbour to install it and take the old one away. But I don't know anyone. I don't talk to my neighbours, to be honest with you. See, the washing machine I was looking at is only like a 7 kilo one, and it's like £209. But when I was looking at the cost of the washing machine, having it installed and the old one taken away, depending on what one it was, it could cost up to £100 extra to have it installed and the old one taken away, which I thought was a joke. And then there's another bit where it said, like, free installation, but recycling, the old one taken away, £20. So, and that's with Argos. So, I was trying to find out what's what, but they said, well, it doesn't matter what's what because we're not doing the installations, recycling at this time. Let's say Argos have closed down, but they still got their online store. PC World, Currys, that's it, Currys, PC World Currys, they're doing the same. They deliver, but they won't install and they won't recycle. Because they're saying social distancing. We can't afford to take a chance of a driver, coming there, delivering it, installing it, and taking it away, because it might be contaminated with a virus. So I have to keep taking the risk and hoping my washing machine won't completely blow up. It does smoke quite a few times, during the proceeding of washing and spinning. But I'll keep the windows open and, like, you can hear it like grinding sometimes. But until it completely blows up, as long as I'm not in the same bloody kitchen, in the same room before it does blow up. I think the filter actually has also gone on it. That's why I'm getting water inside the actual machine itself. That's why I have to, as I say, like, do a spin session on it, and that takes up to about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to spin all the water out and shuts off, then I can put my clothes in. And I was saying to my mum, like, my mum's the one who's actually going to be helping to buy a new one, to be honest with you, which I shouldn't be telling you, but she's the one who said she'll actually buy me a new one. But I said, well, don't give me the money yet, because no one's fucking delivering and installing and recycling. So she goes, well, the only thing you can do then is just take up the laundry. But then, like, again, you've got the pain in the arse going up there and keep the social distancing up there as well. Some of the times I'll just go back to your fucking Stone age, and just fucking, like, wash it in the bathtub with soapy water. If there's a river, if there was a river up where my base was, I fucking use, like, what the Africans use, the old river and the old stones, and just, like, soak your clothes and, put the old soap suds in and, give a good old soaking and washing, and then beat your clothes on a nice fucking great big rock, and do it that way. But there ain't no rivers or lakes up near me. And I've noticed, right, you can actually hear the trains on my audio, but the weirdest thing is the trains, right, are around about 2.5, 3 miles away from where I am. So work that out. How the fuck am I getting trains coming through my audio on my video when I'm, at my bushcraft, when they're about 2.5, 3 miles away? Weird. So you're saying sometimes you can't hear me on the audio, but it's picking up fucking railways, trains 2.5 miles away. Yeah, that's another thing, like, you know, the finance. They reckon because of the lockdown and, you know, stay at home, it's been causing a lot of, like, violence between families. Domestic violence. Yeah. So I'm wondering what to do tomorrow. You know, like, it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, but I need to go and buy a new axe. No, he's right saying, well, you got 2 axes there, Steve. You know, why buy another one? So I say, this ain't going to be good enough chopping, like, you know, heavier trees down. I should really buy myself, like, you know, one with the long handle, but, you know, they're just too more heavier. And as it is, you know, just we're using this one, makes my hands hurt after a little while because I have arthritis in my hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another one tomorrow, probably, if I get. And I'm actually going to be looking at the saws as well, because the saw I've been using keeps bending, and I really need, you know, a saw that is like more sturdy and doesn't bend. So I might look at those tomorrow as well. Not that I'm going to buy one, but I might do. Depends on the cost. I bought some cement the other day, which I've been taking up to use in the mixed mud and hay for the walls. Bought a 25 kilo bag, and I was only just about managed to get that home in my backpack. So, and I took about 5 kilos up with me. And I've already used that. Still got to do all the back wall yet, and probably readjust all that. Then I've got to do the side one, which is look. If you're looking towards the building where the door is going to be redone at some stage. The wall on that side and that side of the wall, the door, is done. The side wall on this side, the left wall, has been done. Half the right wall has been done, but I've got to do the rest of the half as well. But to do that, I've got to pull all the wood and twigs and branches out the way. Once that's done, I can start doing that wall. And once that one's done, I've got to do the back wall. But I've also started doing a little kind of like storage thing where I've just finished off the left wall. I'm actually building like a little storage shelter. So when I start sorting that wood out on the right hand side, I'll be bringing it over to the left hand side. And then I also need to make like a top part for it. I might use just a tarp, but if I use a tarp, you're going to see that from the actual main footpath in the public woodlands. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. Probably just do this outside, you know, the walls, and then do a roof part to it later. Yeah. Fucking, I'll tell you what, there's no wild pigs in that woodlands, but Ron, the landowner, reckons sometimes deer, you know, the old deers, the doe deer, female deer, they actually roam around there sometimes, but no one's seen any. And then also pheasants, but I've not seen no pheasants. Steve, my mum man offered to help me out. You know, that £80 per month. It'd take about 4 months before I even had the money to get a new washing machine. But you know what my mum said, it's just a loan anyway. So I'd have to pay her back eventually. Bit by bit. Because my mum ain't got a lot of money. My mum's helped me enough as it is. Like when I first moved in, this place was empty. It was like walking into an empty box. And when I told her, she's, you know, cried her eyes out. She goes, look, you know, give me your bank account details, go and buy a bed and a microwave. And she put money in my bank account straight away. And I went out and bought a bed and got the bed delivered here the same day I moved in. And I also bought a microwave. And that was first two pieces of like furniture and cooking equipment I had when I first moved in here. And guess what? I've actually started sorting out that living room. I've thrown away 2 old computers, an old laptop, a practically brand new boxed scanner, 2 old Xbox 360s. I threw a lot of electronics away the other day in a box. I think it had like 3 DVD players, a car radio system, and a few other bits and pieces in a box, right? That box I put out the other day, fuck knows where it's gone because it weren't there when I started putting this other stuff out. It actually went missing that same day, actually. So someone must have come along and took that box and had a good old butcher's inside it. But today, threw 2 computers away, took old Xbox 360s, another DVD player, the scanner, and one of the computers actually cut my fucking thumb open, or my finger open, sliced it open. And I didn't realise until I got up and I thought, fuck man, you know, and I had to take some more stuff down. I noticed that, you know, where I pushed the door, you know, the downstairs door, there's all blood on the window, so I had to clean that up. So yeah, I'm actually starting to sort out the living room bit by bit. Trying to fix the bike again today, tightening that up and stuck some super glue on it. Hopefully that might work. But I still can go out on the bike because I don't know where the fucking pump's gone. And my tyres have gone down. So I might have to buy myself a new pump as well at some stage. But yeah, I'm just doing the living room bit by bit, you know, taking my time. You know, in it's like a box a day or something, or a bin liner full of stuff each day. That's how I'm going to be doing it. So I want to start doing the old DVR in the living room again soon. All that extra money I'm getting. Fucking £80 a month. We call that a lot of money. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to save some of that £80. Now, well, don't get it for a year anyway, apparently. Might need a couple of nights fucking lie on that one. Give it a few months and they might turn around and say, so we're not giving it to you anymore. They've already cut down the wages where they promised to give 80% of people's wages. And it's not even been 5 weeks and there's something in the paper saying that, oh, they decided to reduce it to 60%. But yeah, I'm actually trying to save some of that money anyway. so my mum won't have to pay out, you know, full cost towards it. But I also do need some new clothes as well. I had to fix my bloody jeans the other day, my camo jeans, because I ripped them open the other day when I was there. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, yeah. I don't know if you mean like my cabin, my shelter. It is getting a little bit dark in there, man. It is. You know, I've done the front walls and the side wall. And if you looked at the video, the yesterday's video, I actually missed a part outside to put that as a second part, the ending part, where I was packing up. But at the beginning of the first video, yeah, you'd see it was darker in there. And the sun was out as well. I think because the sun wasn't hitting the position where it normally does, I think the sun was coming up more at the back of me. But if you look on the video, you can see, like, you know, where I'm making a fire, it was kind of dark in there. So just think how dark it's going to be when I'm actually there at night time. I think it's going to be spooky as hell, man. That chair in there I was given, and it's just one of the bottom bits which has come unwelded. So I don't have a welder, but I do have a chair in my living room, like one of those kind of like fishing chairs, which has got the coffee cup thing on the handle. So I might take that up there if the other one starts falling apart. But I want to learn how to make my own little chair. Watched a few videos today. I also want to make a bench. I've got to make a couple of shelves in the cabin as well. So yeah, a few shelves. Got some mouse traps up there now, which I've not set up yet because I couldn't remember what I'd done with the cheese. I put some cheese in a little container, and I think I forgot to take it up there with me. But I bought a packet of 3 mouse traps up there to take up there. Cause my coffee, which was in just like a normal plastic bag, when I went to get it the other day, fucking 3 pouches had been chewed open, and you can definitely know it's a mouse. So I thought, right, next time I'm at Poundland, I'm getting some fucking mouse traps, which I did do. But as I say, I cut a bit of cheese off to put in mouse traps, but couldn't find the cheese when I was up there, so I must have forgot to take it. And I still can't find it, so God knows where it is. But I need to get some more cheese because I just had the last bit for dinner tonight. But yeah, you know, I've got like bug spray as well. I've got insect repellent, ant repellent, slug repellent. Got 3 mouse traps, which I'll probably start using up there sometime. I put a quite big blue kind of like washing line string around some of the trees, stop the horses getting around because they've been shitting everywhere. Hello, Rose. Fucking hell, a bit late on. Mice will eat anything. Like when I used to live with my ex-wife over at College Wood, they got in the cupboards and they fucking ate cheese, ham, bread, even lettuce, sweets. Fucking that place was infested with mice. No, I actually, seriously, one day I must have caught back 10 mice in one day, and the next day another 5. You know, they were just running alive with mice. That fucking place was. Some of them I caught and I just threw them outside. Some of them I might have killed. So I knew those, like pregnant ones, and I didn't want them in fucking war babies and then infesting the place anymore. Within a month, I must have killed about 30, 40 mice. And they still kept coming. Well, that's that tea finished. Oh. I thought I have tea today instead of coffee. First cup I only had drunk half. And this one I've drunk the whole cup. But I don't like tea much. Right. We've had one little moan about the government and newspapers again. I'm going to go. Probably go to sleep actually. I'm getting tired. Nearly lost my keys today. I was saying to myself, where the fuck are my keys? Where's my keys? I know I had my keys. They fell down at the back of the grinder. Lucky I found them. Because if I couldn't find them, I wouldn't have been able to go out anywhere. I'd go to the shop though for 5 minutes, get some ice cream. So I've got strawberry ice cream in the fridge. So I've had a portion of ice cream today. I've got to go. Getting tired. Might go to bed. If I can't get sleep straight away, I might watch another movie. But usually sometimes when I'm tired and I watch the movie, I fall asleep halfway through it. But yeah, I'm going to go now anyway. So, catch you all later. Have a good week. Watch the rest of it. Be safe. Keep safe. Remember the social distancing. And I'll catch you all later. Bye.